Blake, 3 games left. Kind of what's the attitude? Got a tough game with K-State this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, obviously to go win, that's the main goal every single week. So just to take it day by day right now and try to win, each day at practice and continue to work hard no matter what. So try to win these next 3. So.
Have you felt like for these younger guys that they're still locked in to this season and this year?
Yeah, I feel like they are. I don't think, we have a good group of people that come to work and we have a good team. So, I don't think anybody is like giving up or anything like that or keeping them locked in is like a challenge for us. I think, especially right after the game, yeah, it's tough. But when you get into the week, when you start to flush everything out from the week before, it definitely helps. So.
I know it's been a constant conversation topic throughout the year, but as the leader of the offense, do you take it more to heart or more personally when you guys get off to these slow starts offensively?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you look at last game, I think we started fast. I actually moved the ball the first drive and things like that. We just didn't get points, and so that's been one of the things that we've had to grow at all year is scoring points when we get in the red zone, and we tend to shoot ourselves in the foot, too many times, and so. But when we don't put points on the board early, yeah, it's very frustrating for sure.
What do you see from K-State's defense?
They run like a 3-safety defense, just like Iowa State. They're very talented. They're very good. They're disciplined. They're going to be in the right spots. Coach very well. They have a really good defense.
How much responsibility do you take to create some of that energy, whether that's a 4th down scramble or a big play? What's your responsibility in that regard?
I just feel like that's what I got to do as a quarterback. Whenever we get in tough spots, I feel like my job is to make a play, and whenever a play needs to be made, I need to make it, and so that's what I try to do.
Curious how many 4th and 18s have you converted with your legs in your career?
None. That was the first time I've ever done that. I didn't expect for that to happen. I meant to create and find somebody downfield, but didn't really find anyone. So I was like, once I took off, I had to go get the first down, no matter what.
When you haven't, awareness-wise, is it hard to figure? Do you realize where the first down marker is, or are you just saying, I'm going to run until someone tackles?
I knew it was really far away, so I was like, you know what, I got to go. I got to start going. So I just took off and ran, and hopefully once I got tackled, I looked and found out I was made the first down. So.
Did you even see a seam to go to? It just didn't look like it was open.
You talking about when I scrambled?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at Monterey and I was trying to maneuver him, and he kept kind of running into people. So I was like, all right, here we go. And I didn't have much time to make a decision, so I was like, all right, I got to go. So and took off. I knew I had a lot of green grass more towards the right side, so I was like, let me go work that. So.
How much of an emphasis has that been, kind of working on that scrambling over the years? I know you've kind of had to do that maybe a little bit more this year.
Yeah, I think for me it was, when things aren't there, like what's the best way to go make a play, and then how can I do that, and how can I use my strengths? So watching the film last year, there were a few times where I could have created more, and when things break down, just making plays and using my instincts was big. So.
Like, how difficult is that when the defense is out there and you have no control over the end of the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating for sure. I know they look at us too, and right now, and they're like, come on, let's get something going, and we're looking at them whenever we finally get something going, and maybe they're struggling, and it's like we haven't fully put it together yet, and so that's what we're hoping to do this weekend.
In terms of 4th downs, I know some of it is just situational. You have to go for it, and maybe they're longer distances, but what's caused it to maybe not be as effective on 4th down, and a gotta-have-it situation on some of those as maybe you guys would want to be?
You're saying when we don't execute?
Yeah. There's been some, obviously you got that 4th down run, but there's been, I feel like, a lot of key 4th downs in the past 4 or 5 games where you guys haven't been able to get it.
Yeah, I think, one of the biggest issues sometimes for us has been when we don't execute it's like one guy not doing their job or maybe 2, but usually it's been like 1 or 2. It's like everybody's on the same page and you got one guy, and it's not the same guy every time. It's like it switches from position to position. So it's like, how can we eliminate that one guy maybe not doing their job? And so that's the goal moving forward.
I think Dave said after the game that you spend a lot of time in the training room just to try to stay healthy. Is it just normal nicks and bruises and stuff 9 games into the season?
Yeah, I think once you get deep in the season, it's you start to feel it everywhere, and so yeah, I've been in the training room a pretty good bit, just trying to get my body right for Saturday, and it's been a long process of doing that, but that's just part of it, and that's what you have to do if you want to continue to stay healthy and things like that. So yeah.
Would you say you feel comfortable with all the guys in that receiver room? Because it seems like throughout the season, there's been a guy that you haven't had, whether it's Monterey, Keytron, I think Jordan now is out with an injury as well.
Yeah. You're saying just injury-wise?
Do you feel comfortable with some of those younger guys like Armani and
Oh, yeah.
guys who had to step up on those roles?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you look at those guys; they're younger guys, but they've been here for 2-3 years. So Armani's second year, Cam's a third-year guy. Like they haven't got much playing time, but they're more experienced and they've kind of been through more than what people would look at from the outside. So I trust those guys to go out there and be ready and be where they need to be and make plays. I mean, those are electric players too, and that's a good thing to have as a quarterback is some guys to come in that can really fill the role and you won't really lose too much of a beat.